We all know the NFL season is going to start September 5th. We know where. It's going to be at Arrowhead Stadium, where the defending champion, Kansas City Chiefs, start their road to a third straight Super Bowl. What we don't know is who's going to play the Chiefs in that opener, and that's what we're going to try to figure out ahead of the NFL schedule release. Really, we can boil it down to three teams. It would be a surprise if it's not one of those three, because the NFL doesn't want a bad matchup for that first Thursday night game. They want a marquee opponent. And it's very rare that it's a divisional opponent, so we can knock out the Broncos, the Chargers, the Raiders. We can get it down to three possibilities. Let's count them down. At number 3, I have the Baltimore Ravens. On paper, this would be the best matchup. It's a rematch of the AFC Championship game. Ravens are going to be good again. You have Lamar Jackson versus Patrick Mahomes, but the NFL usually doesn't want to put the best matchup in that opener. They know we're going to watch anyway. We're going to watch this Ravens-Chiefs game no matter where it is on the schedule, and the other networks have a say in it too. They're going to want this game for a Sunday night or later in the season, or that late afternoon time slot. I think they're going to save the Ravens for later, although it would be the best possible matchup for the Chiefs. So we move on, and at number 2, this is kind of the one I want. It's the Houston Texans, a young up-and-coming team. CJ Stroud against Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is too young to really be passing the torch to anybody, but CJ Stroud was awesome last year. The Texans really added in the offseason, getting Stephon Diggs from the Bills. I would love to see this matchup, but I just don't think the NFL is going to go this route. They're going to save this one for later in the season too. So then at number 1, my pick to be the season opening opponent, it's going to be the Cincinnati Bengals. Because the Bengals were down a little bit last season with Joe Burrow's injury, we forgot how heated this rivalry was getting. Remember Burrowhead and the playoff games and Travis Kelce calling out the mayor of Cincinnati. This was a really, really good rivalry. Kind of took a break last year because the Bengals were down a bit. They didn't make the playoffs, but there's going to be some curiosity with Joe Burrow returning to the lineup. Burrow versus Mahomes is great. The Bengals versus the Chiefs would be a really, really good matchup. I think this is the way the NFL is going to go, and it would be a heck of an opener in Arrowhead Stadium to kick off the 2024 season.